If I'm redesigning a character, I like to have not only the reference of them, but also the reference of the parents. I think it's nice to take some inspiration from that. Genetics, duh, I look like my dad. I think they made Gaara's face a bit too round. As you can see here, his chin is a lot more like this here, and so round, and even his mother's chin is quite pointed, so we're gonna make his features a bit more sharp. The jaw as well has changed. Now it's really round, but it used to have this sharp line, so I think we need to change that. The hair needs to go because his hairline's way too high here, and that's probably the main issue I see with this, is that we need to just, yeah, this is not going to work. The eyes, I'm not sure about them. I think they are a bit too, they're not narrow in this direction, they are too narrow in this direction. So that they aren't wide enough is what I mean. Because look at those and then look at those. And since you can't really, you know, you don't really have any hair here, it makes his face look kind of like a fish. Also, the highlights on the eyes, those. I think we can go without that. He's a very serious character. He's still kind of soulless. So I'm exploring some sharper shapes. I think I'm gonna round this off later, but we'll see. The eyes, I might make them connected here. I might not, because I really don't like the fact that his inner corner is just as wide as the bottom or top, or the outer corner. Looks ridiculous, and it makes the space between his eyes look wider. The face is anatomically correct, it's just not visually pleasing. That's the problem. Okay, I added some lips. They aren't exactly symmetrical, but that's okay. Oh, forgot to pause the TV. I think his face just lacks a bit of that roundness, since his face is surprisingly cute. It doesn't have this really sharp way of turning that you would expect from such a supposedly aggressive character. Even here, if it wasn't for the weird scowl, he just looks like a youthful young boy. I think that may be better. It's still not as round as this one, because that one just goes like that. I think it makes him look, he has a bit too much fat on his face, because the rest of his body is skinny. Now we need to get to the eyebrows. So Gaara, he doesn't really have eyebrows, so we just need to add some shading, I guess, where his eyebrows would actually be. We definitely need to define the nose a bit more, which we can do by just... I think this should be enough. So now let's move on to the hair. We can try to do this hairstyle. Like, we can try. Let me just draw his tattoo in really quickly. Now you'll experience the full power of my terrible kanji skills. There you go. Oh my god, that's way too thick. Frustration mode engaged. My signs are always just really, like, long.
Damn, Daniel!
Like, what is this gap, bro? This needs to be here. Oh, what the fuck? I'm gonna... Frustration. Ah, Gaara. I'm gonna punch you, man. Oh my goodness. Now it's time for the most dreaded part, the hair. First thing I'm gonna do is just map out a hairline for him, which seems to be quite tall here. Maybe up to there, even higher up. I might need to make his tattoo, I'm not sure if this is tattooed on or painted on, lower, or the hairline. Can you focus, please? A bit more high up, like that. Because my boy, like, he's got a big ass forehead. Sorry to say this, but he really does. I'm just gonna put this on the base layer, I think. And then I'm just gonna clear this because I just don't want to, you know, draw on top of the hairline. So for the hair, oh my goodness, we can try this hairstyle first. So let's see how that works. Seems to be right around here. I don't really like this, especially since it goes like that. Because that's not what it used to look like. So it's hard for me to even imagine where all this poofy hair went, and now it's just so flat. Give it a little bit of a gap. Keep on going. Hair has some thickness, especially in anime. It's very exaggerated, so that's the look I'm going for. Not sure about this. This does not look like it's conforming to the shape of his face, to be honest, this hair. Because I imagine his face is round, right? So the hair would be inclined to go more in like this sort of direction and not this. I think if we place some hair here on his face, that would be helpful, and then maybe like this. See what I mean? If it's supposed to be flat to his head, it will go like this and not like this. That's oh, this is a bit of a silly one as well. I don't really like it, so let's just duplicate this layer, clear it, and let's do, because his hairstyle was very fluffy and his father's hair was also very fluffy. Even his mum's hair was not this flat, but his head is just like bleh. His hair seems to part around here. Yeah, I can see that there's not necessarily too much hair going on behind there. Behind this ear, it's kind of hiding. Yeah, this, I think it should be shorter. I feel like a lot of rebellious young men, when they decide to finally become serious, they cut off their hair. That's what I did. I used to bleach my hair, and then I just cut it all off. I went bald for a while. Now I have whatever the heck I have on my head. I think it looks a bit more professional. Yeah, to be honest, this is not bad at all. I think this needs to be cleaned up. I'm sure this will get a bit annoying to animate, but we've had, you know, more ridiculous things. This is honestly not bad, and it doesn't cover up the tattoo, which is quite nice. The eyes, look, I can feel they're crooked. Look, there's just something. I think this one's a bit too high up. Yeah, I'm gonna fix those. The hair is fine. I think I'll keep it like this. Nah, dude. Hell no.